Good morning, everyone. Welcome to 10 Minutes Daily Cafe Chat. It is Thursday, April 2nd, 2026.
Happy Thursday! The weekend is so close, I can almost taste it.
Same here. Any fun plans?
I might check out that new brunch spot downtown. Apparently, their pancakes are incredible.
Oh, I have heard about that place. Save me a seat.
Okay, I am so excited. I'm feeling energized already. So come on, hit us with today's news, Emily.
Our first story is pretty wild. A 12-ton Kit Kat heist in Europe. 12 tons? That is absolutely insane. After that, a serious story about a hidden global helium shortage hitting hospitals and tech. Helium? That sounds way bigger than party balloons. Way more. And our last story is something everyone cares about, the best sleeping position according to science.
Oh, I definitely need that one.
If you're new here, we take real headlines and turn them into a relaxed English conversation every day. Great for listening practice.
We keep it casual and under 10 minutes. Please subscribe and join us.
Today's keyword is bottleneck. It means a point where things get stuck or delayed, kind of like a traffic jam in a system.
Oh yeah, like when one small problem holds up everything else.
Exactly. You'll hear it come up in our second story today.
Bottleneck. Got it. Let's get into it.
All right, let us jump right into our first story. Some true professionals just pulled off a massive crime in Europe.
Wait, a real crime involving candy? That sounds like a cartoon.
It is very real. They managed to steal over 400,000 Kit Kat bars from a single delivery truck.
400,000? That must weigh literally tons.
Exactly 12 tons, to be precise. The truck was originally leaving a factory in central Italy.
Let me guess, it was heading somewhere far away?
Yep, it was making its way all the way to Poland.
And it just vanished? How do you even hide a truck that big?
That is exactly what local authorities are trying to figure out right now.
You would think a 12-ton truck filled with candy would be incredibly obvious to spot.
You would think so, but organized cargo theft is becoming much more sophisticated globally.
So what is their endgame? Are they just sitting on a mountain of Kit Kats?
Probably selling them on the black market to smaller retailers or shady distributors. That is wild. How can the company even track them once they're stolen? Nestle actually pointed out that every single bar is traceable using the batch numbers. So if you buy a Kit Kat in Europe right now, you might be eating stolen evidence. Exactly. They're literally asking the public to report any matches for the stolen batch numbers. Imagine being a candy detective. That's my absolute dream job. It is funny, but this isn't even the first time we've seen this kind of theft in Europe.
Really? People actually make a living doing this?
Definitely. Just last July in the UK, a man was sentenced to 18 months in jail for a very similar crime.
Please tell me he stole something equally ridiculous.
He broke into an industrial unit and stole nearly 200,000 Cadbury creme eggs.
Oh my goodness, using a stolen tractor trailer, I bet.
Exactly right. It truly highlights how lucrative the underground candy market must be.
The profit margins are clearly enough to risk prison. I'm honestly fascinated.
It's a weird world out there, so please just stick to buying your chocolate legally.
Don't worry, my criminal record will remain spotless. Where are we heading next?
We're moving from a stolen goods situation to a severe global shortage that's impacting our critical infrastructure. So, when I mention the word helium, what is the first thing that comes to your mind?
Definitely party balloons, or making your voice sound incredibly high and squeaky at birthdays.
Almost everyone thinks of that. But right now, there is a severe helium shortage hitting major industries.
Wait, industries? Why would a tech company need helium?
Because liquid helium is incredibly cold. It's kept at roughly 450 degrees below 0 Fahrenheit.
That is profoundly freezing. What exactly are they cooling it with?
Well, in the medical field, they use it for MRI machines to keep the superconducting coils cool. Oh, wow. So if the helium runs out, the MRI machines literally stop working? Exactly. And the same cooling property is required for semiconductor AI chip makers. So, basically, our hospitals and our most advanced tech both rely heavily on this invisible gas. Yes. A university director recently noted they order around $6,000 worth of it every 3 months. That sounds wildly expensive. Why is this sudden shortage happening right now? The ongoing tensions in the Middle East have severely disrupted the normal global supply chains. Oh, that makes sense. Is that region a primary source for it? Normally, about a third of the entire global supply comes straight from Qatar. And since that specific shipping route is blocked or dangerous, everything is bottlenecked. Precisely. And the tricky part is the delay. It takes about a solid month for helium to physically reach its destination by ship. So we're only just now feeling the effects of delays that started weeks ago? Yep. Experts say that even if the shipping routes reopen today, things would not normalize instantly. How long would it actually take to fix the bottleneck? They estimate that getting everything back up to speed would not happen until sometime between June and August. That's months away. What are hospitals supposed to do until the summer? Right now, everyone is just aggressively relying on whatever is currently kept in reserve storage. That sounds incredibly stressful for anyone managing an MRI facility or a semiconductor plant. It really proves how hidden supply chains affect the most critical parts of our modern lives. Absolutely. Let us pivot to something a little less anxiety-inducing for our last story. I have just the thing. Our final topic today focuses on something we all do, but might be doing wrong. Science has recently decided to weigh in on the ultimate debate regarding the best possible sleep positions.
Oh, I desperately need this. I usually wake up feeling somewhat twisted.
You are definitely not alone. The answer is actually not as simple as pointing to one universal perfect position.
Of course it is not. Science always makes things wonderfully complicated.
Well, according to the American Academy of Sleep Medicine, sleeping on your back is generally excellent. That makes complete sense. If you're flat on your back, your airway stays unobstructed. But what about snoring? Good catch. If you suffer from sleep apnea, back sleeping is actually detrimental. Oh, because your tongue can fall to the back of your throat. That sounds terrifying. Yes, but for babies, back sleeping is strongly recommended because it significantly reduces the risk of SIDS. Okay, so back sleeping is mostly great for babies, but a mixed bag for adults. What about side sleeping? Here is where it gets highly fascinating. There's actually a medical difference between the right and left sides. Really? I always thought side sleeping was just the same regardless of direction. Nope. Sleeping on your right side is actually better for your overall blood flow and lowers the pressure on your heart. I had no idea the direction mattered that much. Is there anything special about the left side, too? Absolutely. The left side is brilliant for your brain. Wait, how does sleeping on your left side affect your brain? It helps your system clear out waste products, literally washing away proteins linked to Alzheimer's disease. So left for the brain, right for the heart. That is genuinely incredible. What about curling up? Posture completely matters. Sleeping straight on either side properly aligns your spine. But what if you sleep tightly curled up in a fetal position? It's generally fantastic for easing lower back pain. But let me guess, there's a catch. Yes, if you curl too tightly, you can needlessly compress your diaphragm and restrict your breathing. It sounds like every single position is a delicate trade-off. What's the ultimate verdict then? Doctors suggest following the ABCs: airway, breathing, and circulation. So just whatever keeps your airway completely open and feels comfortable? Precisely. If your back hurts, sleeping on your back will just make you completely miserable. That's actually a huge relief. I can just focus on what feels right instead of following strict rules. Exactly. Support your knees or hips with extra pillows if you need to, but ultimately, prioritize your own comfort. Today was quite the ride. From a massive candy theft to global supply chains and all the way to our beds.
Everything really is connected by one idea. Bottlenecks. They can happen anywhere, right?
Exactly. So let's quickly review today's keyword. A bottleneck is a severe delay or blockage in a process.
Like the shipping shortage causing a massive bottleneck for hospitals and tech industries.
You got it. Now we have a quick favor to ask our amazing listeners.
We always want to bring you the stories you care about most, so please let us know which topic caught your attention today.
Out of today's 3 stories, which one was the most interesting? A, B, or C?
A is the 12-ton Kit Kat theft, B is the hidden helium shortage, or C, the scientifically best sleep position.
For me, I have to go with C. Knowing that sleeping on my left side could actually wash my brain is just mind-blowing. How about you, Lisa?
I am definitely choosing A. The idea of a candy detective tracking down illegal treats is just too funny.
We would love to hear your choices. Just drop an A, B, or C in the comments below. Any language or emoji is totally welcome.
If you enjoyed today's chat, please subscribe and hit the like button. It really helps the channel.
Have a wonderful Thursday, and we will see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.